money. It's a dirty word, isn't it? We aren't supposed to talk about it. We aren't supposed to admit we want it. We're told that money is the root of all evil, or that money doesn't buy happiness. But let's be real for a second. Let's cut the fluff. When you can't pay your rent, when you're staring at a stack of medical bills, when you're choosing between putting gas in your car or buying healthy food, money doesn't feel evil. It feels like oxygen. And when you don't have it, it feels like you're suffocating. I know that feeling. I lived in that feeling for years. I call it the Clenched Fist Phase of my life. I held on to every single cent. I was terrified of spending. If I bought a coffee, I would feel guilty for 3 hours. If I lost a $10 bill, it would ruin my whole week. I was gripping life so tight, trying to control everything, trying to hoard everything. And yet, I was always broke. Funny how that works, right? The harder I held on, the less I had. It was during the peak of this financial panic, about 5 years ago, that the eights started showing up. I remember it vividly. I was at a gas station in New Jersey. It was freezing cold. I was pumping gas into my beat-up Honda. I was watching the numbers tick up on the pump, sweating, praying it wouldn't go over $20 because that's all I had on my debit card. The pump clicked off. I looked at the screen. $18.88. I blinked. Okay, I thought, at least I can afford it. I got back in the car. I drove to work. I worked at a warehouse at the time. I clocked in. The time on the punch card machine? 08:08 a.m. Later that day, I got a call from a random number. I usually don't answer, but for some reason I did. It was a wrong number, but the digits on the screen ending the call? 888. Now, I'm not a superstitious guy, but 3 times in one day, that's not a coincidence. That's a pattern. And patterns are just the universe's way of trying to have a conversation with you. So I started listening. I went down the rabbit hole, and what I found about the number 888, it completely shattered my worldview. It didn't just change my bank account, it changed my physics. Let's look at the shape of the number 8. Take a moment, visualize it in your head. It has no beginning, it has no end. It is a continuous loop. It flows up, crosses over, flows down, curves around, and goes back up again. Turn it on its side, and what do you get? Infinity. This is the secret that AI articles and fluffy blog posts won't tell you. They will tell you 888 means abundance is coming. You're going to win the lottery. Wrong. 888 doesn't mean money is falling from the sky. 888 means the circuit is complete. It is the number of karma, cause and effect. What goes around comes around. If you are seeing 888, the universe is telling you that you are entering a period of harvest. But here's the scary part, the part that nobody talks about. You can only harvest what you have planted. If you have been planting hard work, kindness, generosity, and focus, then yes, 888 is a sign that the check is in the mail, the reward is coming, the dam is about to break, and abundance is going to flood in. But if you have been planting fear, scarcity, greed, and laziness, 888 is still a multiplier. It will multiply that too. It's a mirror. It reflects your output back to you as input. So, back to my story. I was seeing 888 everywhere, on license plates, on receipts, even the number of likes on a post I made. And I was frustrated. I was shouting at the sky in my head. Okay, I see the 8s. Where's the money? I'm still broke. Why isn't it working? And then it hit me. I was looking at the number 8 on a piece of paper. I was tracing the loop with my finger. Top loop, bottom loop. Giving, receiving, output, input. I realized my loop was broken. I was so obsessed with receiving, the bottom loop, that I had completely stopped giving, the top loop. I was the clenched fist. Remember what I said earlier? I was afraid to spend a dime. I was afraid to tip the waitress. I was afraid to help a friend. I was hoarding my energy because I was terrified of running out. You cannot receive anything into a closed hand. Physics doesn't allow it. If your hand is closed tight to hold on to the $5 you have, you cannot open your hand to catch the $500 that is trying to reach you. 888 was a warning. It was telling me, hey, you're blocking the flow. You're acting like a dam, not a river. Unclench your hand. So, I did something crazy. For a guy with $40 in his bank account, this was terrifying. I went to a diner. I ordered coffee and a slice of pie. The bill was like $8. I took a $20 bill out of my wallet. It was one of the last ones I had. I looked at it. I felt that familiar fear rising in my throat. Don't do it. You need this. Save it. And then I saw 888 in my mind, the loop, the flow. I put the 20 on the table and I walked out. Keep the change, I told the waitress. I tipped her 150%. My heart was pounding. I felt light. I felt dizzy. It wasn't about the $12 tip. It was about the signal. I was signaling to the universe, I trust you. I trust that there is more where this came from. I am not afraid of the flow. I unblocked the pipe. Now, did I find a bag of money on the street 5 minutes later? No, that's Hollywood. But the next day, my boss called me into the office. I thought I was getting fired. He said, we have this overtime project. Nobody wants to do it because it's on the weekend, but if you take it, it pays double time. Boom, the loop connected. I took the job. That extra money allowed me to pay off a credit card. Paying off that credit improved my credit score. Improving my credit score allowed me to refinance my car loan. Refinancing the loan saved me $100 a month. The flow. It wasn't magic. It was mechanics. That is what 888 is teaching you. Listen to me closely. If you are seeing 888 right now, first of all, congratulations. It means the system is online. The connection is strong. But you have a job to do. You need to ask yourself, where is the kink in the hose? Are you blocking the receiving? Do you push compliments away? Do you feel guilty when someone buys you dinner? Do you secretly believe you don't deserve to be wealthy? That stops the flow. Or are you blocking the giving? Are you hoarding ideas? Are you stingy with your love? Are you holding back your talent because you're afraid of being judged? That also stops the flow. The number 8 requires movement. Money is called currency for a reason. Like a current in a river, it has to move. If it sits still, it becomes stagnant. It becomes a swamp. 888 is asking you to become a conduit. It wants you to be a pipe that is wide open so that blessings can flow through you, not just to you. There is a spiritual concept called the law of compensation. Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote about it. It basically says the whole world is a balancing act. You cannot do a good deed without the universe owing you a debt, and the universe always pays its debts. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but the books must balance. That is the law of 888. So, if you're in a tough spot right now, if you are seeing 888 and wondering why your life hasn't changed yet, do something. Prime the pump. Give something away. It doesn't have to be money if you don't have it. Give a smile. Give advice. Give your time. Forgive someone. Start the loop. Show the universe that you are a player in the game, not just a spectator. I still see 888 all the time. Just yesterday, I signed a contract for a huge deal. The date? The 8th. I just smiled. I didn't get excited. I didn't panic. I just nodded at the universe. I hear you, I said. I'm in the flow. And that is where you belong too. You are not meant to be small. You are not meant to be broke. You are not meant to be stagnant. You are an infinite being. You are a creator. Look at the 8. Trace it in the air with your finger. Up, down, around, through. Keep it moving. The abundance is already yours. You just have to open the door to let it in.